there, fellow marketers. Professor Walters here, and today we're here in the Bahamas, and today we're going to talk about are some of the common mistakes that brands and businesses make when they're running affiliate marketing programs. Because let's be honest, affiliate marketing programs are fantastic for businesses. I get to have someone else try to sell my product and not have to pay them unless they sell something. Fantastic, right? But there's sometimes where businesses get in the way of the affiliates and the affiliates' success. So I want to kind of cover some of these things because we want to be a success. And sometimes our biggest mistake we make is recruit the wrong affiliates. Look, you may look and see, oh, they've got millions of subscribers, billions of views. This is perfect for us. Everyone will want our product. And you'll overvalue those kind of vanity metrics of views and you know, subscribers and followers. And so you're chasing that big follower instead of alignment with your audience. Yes, Mr. Beast would be fantastic because with his hundreds of millions of followers and billions of views, but the thing is, if you're talking about, you know, wood furniture, does that really align with his audience? Does that really align with what people are? No, they're going to be entertained. They're not thinking about furniture when they're doing that, and so that kind of doesn't really fit with it. So you want to make sure you're aligning your kind of affiliates you're working with the products you're doing. That's why in the travel industry, they really focus on getting onto travel YouTubers channels, travel Instagrammers, travel TikTokers, because people are watching those travel videos to get inspiration of where to go, what tour to have, and these kind of things, right? So that's important. And also when you're thinking about recruiting the wrong influencer, you also have to look at their engagement. I mean, look at their engagement. Are they answering people back? Or do they just make a video and they never respond to anybody? Because one of the things you have to realize is when there's more engagement, that's why sometimes smaller channels are better because they engage more with their audience because they have less people commenting so they can give more information. That's going to be much more effective. But if you have very low engagement where they're not talking to their audience, there's more likely not going to have as much influence over them. Also, you want to make sure you really look at their content. Are they making spammy content? Is it every week they have a new favorite place to go in the world and they try to sell the hotel there? If I'm a hotel company, I'm like, wait, you're just going to make another video in 2 months saying that's your favorite place versus mine? Maybe I don't want to work with you. So make sure you're doing that kind of, you know, research on those influencers that you're going to be working with, those affiliates that you're going to want to work with you. Because here's the thing, if you choose the wrong influencer, you choose the wrong affiliate, that can lead to really poor conversion. Like people won't buy as much, they won't sign up for much, and that can hurt your brand. Because if you have to realize the people you use for your affiliates, they're going to be associated with you. So that's why it's really important. So that's the first mistake, recruiting the wrong affiliates to work with you, okay? Now, another mistake I think is let's say you get a great influencer to be perfect for you. The big mistake I see, and this is one that really influences who I work with, is setting commission rates too low. And when I say that is you have to realize is there's other competitors of yours that are out there that are also offering affiliate programs. Who am I going to work with? You know, and sometimes it's like, oh, we pay a 5% commission or they pay an 8% commission. Well, I'll probably go with the 8% because I'm making more money. And so you have to understand is where are those rates? And sometimes you might trade off, because I know for me, I'll look at something like bookings.com. At bookings.com, they'll give you like, no, people have to book right when they click on that link and that's all you get. Whereas Expedia might give you, 7 days. Like, oh, so 7 days they might buy it. Hey, that might be better. It might pay a lower commission rate. However, there's 14 days for people to choose it. I could make some money off that. That might be a better way to go. So we have to think about these things, because what you have to realize, what motivates those influencers to really sell your stuff, to really get it out there, is the money. Okay, yes, part of it is like, hey, it fits with our products and help our consumers and our viewers, but it's, hey, which one's going to make me more money? Because if you're not being competitive with the rates or the, how long those cookies last kind of things, people will work with somebody else. I know for myself, that is one of the big reasons why I prefer to use like Expedia than a Bookings, though sometimes I use both, but it's one of those things, you have to think about. Now, the third mistake I see, brands make when they're looking at affiliate marketing is not providing affiliates with the right tools. Look, we need to have those banner ads that are going to come up there. Give us those, affiliate codes, those discount codes, because I tell you, consumers love a discount code. They're like, I could buy that. Oh, but with the discount code Walters World, you can get 10% off your next stay. Oh, okay, I'll do that. Like, people get inspired by those. And if you're not giving out those links, you're not giving out those discount codes, that can help. But also when you think about it, if you're gonna make it difficult for them to run your affiliate program, they're probably gonna move on. Like, why am I gonna put all this effort in when another company is gonna make it easier for me to do their affiliate marketing? And the thing is there's some simple things you can do. One thing I always recommend when brands are gonna work with affiliates is make sure you have like a best practices for them, because people come in and they don't know, how do I make the code? How do I set up the links? Where should I place that? You should be tracking all these things and giving it to those affiliates. Tell them this is what you should do. Here's where we recommend you put your links to get the best impact. Here's who we think works best for you. You give them those skills, you give them that help, it's gonna go a lot farther. Because if you don't, then all of a sudden you don't have consistency among the different affiliates you use. That can be problematic. So having that best practice that they can follow can so help, all right? But honestly, you're not helping your affiliates, they're not gonna help you. And this kind of relates into our next mistake people make, and that is poor communication with the affiliates. Look, affiliates wanna know, did we get signed up? Are we getting commissions? What's going on? Hey, I sent you an email 2 weeks ago. Could you get back to me? Poor communication, and I will tell you, this is one of the things we as influencers, we talk to each other. We say, hey, this is a good program to work with. Like, I use Travel Payouts because my friends, Samuel and Audrey, like, actually, they get back to you, they were helpful, they answer our questions right away. I mean, that makes a difference. And if you have that poor communication, then people don't know. It's like in a relationship, if we're not communicating, do we really have a relationship? Do I really want to work with you? No. So you want to focus on that. And some of the bad communication you might see is one, they might have, they might not do any onboarding. Like, here, let me help you integrate this in. Or they might not have training for them, or those best practices we talked about. They don't do that. You want to have that. But also, it's not just at the beginning. You want to give them regular updates. Oh, here's your monthly income. Here's your monthly thing. Here's been your best performing. Give them that information. That's going to be more helpful for them to inspire them to do more with you. Because you don't want affiliates to be left unsure if they're doing a good job or not, or if there's something else we could do. Because if they're unsure, they might move on to a different affiliate program that helps them understand what they're doing. And the thing is, if you are communicating with them, you're not going to miss out on any good opportunities. For example, if I'm working with an affiliate program that does hotels, I'm like, hey, I'm coming to the Bahamas. I communicate that to them. Oh, hey, we actually have a few hotels you might want to go visit because we have really good returns on them. Try to stay there, and then you can make videos to sell that hotel or to show off that hotel to get the affiliates link there. These kind of things can make a huge difference. Or if you're going to be focusing on something like if you're a college blogger, right? Hey, you're going to be going on a road trip. Hey, I'm going to be going to Ohio State to check that out. Oh, here's some stuff that really works at Ohio State. You might want to put this in your content to help with your affiliates. This kind of communication, that kind of relationship can be very helpful. So don't not communicate with your affiliates. It makes a huge difference. And with those affiliates, I think another mistake I see companies making is they ignore affiliate feedback. Look, the affiliates, they're the front lines. They're the ones dealing with your customers. They're the ones that are seeing what's going on. They're really focused. They're hyper-focused on their niche and their audience, and you want their audience to buy your product or your service, right? So why aren't you communicating with them? Yes, you want to do that. We talked about before. But the thing is, sometimes affiliates will offer you help. And if they're sitting in information, they're sitting in issues, and you're not doing anything about it, that turns them off. I mean, that's one of the things I like. My Travel Payouts guide, they're starting a new YouTube program where it'll self-populate in your YouTube videos. And so I'm working with them like, hey, I saw some issues. Can you do it so I can generate other things? Instead of having to go search on my own, could you have it so it self-populates about Las Vegas hotels or Bahama trips? Because like, oh, you have 3 of the exact same guided tour. Could I switch one out instead of to go search for it? I have like an auto refill button. And we're working with them and doing that. You're seeing that, hey, this actually works better. We could be more successful when our affiliates are sharing with us. So take the feedback from them and use it to make your platform better. Because you might miss out on a lot of opportunities from your affiliates who really talk to your customers, all right? Now, the next mistake I see companies make is they're not monitoring for fraud or abuse. I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of affiliate programs, the merchants and the affiliates, the brands and the influencers, a lot of them are above board, everything's okay. But I'll be honest with you, I have whole videos on influencer fraud and affiliate marketing fraud, and you need to be checking those things, making sure that there's, look for the fake clicks, look for those, coupon stacking or cookie stuffing where you're getting way too many things going on. You need to be tracking these things. That's why you have your kind of normal systems. You say, oh, this is how a normal website goes. Hey, wait, how are they doing so much better? You might see they're doing something good, or you might see they're doing something nefarious. Because that's why, going back to choosing the wrong affiliates, look, that fraud in there, that can hurt out. If you're not vetting them well enough, they could be doing some bad stuff. But also it results in you wasting spend because they're getting people to click on things they really wouldn't click. They could say, oh, win $1 million by clicking here, and they click here and go to your website because you just want traffic, and your website has nothing to do with winning $1 million, but you got the click. So you want to make sure you're tracking those things. Look at those bounce rates, look at those kind of things. That can make a big difference. Now, and going from that, it kind of goes into our next kind of mistake, and that's failing to analyze the data or just tracking the data. I mean, you want to see, hey, what's working? Which affiliates are bringing things in? What products are selling better via affiliates versus, us on our website? You want to track all those things so you can see what's going on. Because what ends up happening is we're just throwing money all over and not seeing what's working. It brings down our return on investment, right? We want to make sure we're getting the biggest bang for a buck. And so if we're tracking this, we can see what works best so we can give recommendations on things. Or we can see which affiliates are doing well. We can learn from them. Or we can see which affiliates are doing poorly and maybe we kick them out of the program or try to give them advice to do better on things. And then there's the mistake that brands and businesses make that really hurts. Like, this is the one that hurts me the most, is when you use the affiliate like a one-night stand. Yeah, like you use them for like just a one-off partner. You just use them for this one thing and then you do nothing else with them. You're not trying to build a long-term strategy. You're not trying to build a long-term relationship. Yes, for a business, that can help us out for that one-night stand kind of thing. Oh, we had a good time. That's great. And then it's over. But then when you try to talk to them again later on, you're like, wait, that was just a one-time thing. I don't have a relationship. I'm not going to go back with you. Whereas if you try to build a long-term relationship with them, they're going to try to focus more longer-term how they could integrate your brand into other projects they're doing. I know for me, I work with a company that I really want to do a long-term, strategic relationship with. I love their product. I love their stuff. They're like, no, we're just looking for a one-off kind of thing. I'm like, oh, okay. So instead of putting them in like a million view video that I know is going to do really great, I'm like, hey, this is a long-term thing. I think this will be really great. We have an affiliate program. We're going to do good on this. It'll be great. I'm like, no, it's just a 30-day thing. And I'm like, oh, it's just a 30-day thing. Then I'm going to put in this smaller video that's only going to be good for this one little part in the first days. And I'm not going to focus on a longer-term strategy. That's one of those things you have to think about because you're going to use them as a one-off kind of thing. They're going to use your brand as a one-off kind of thing. And that's why 2 months later, when your exclusivity contract's up, they're selling your competitor's product. And also, when you're using that like as one-off project, you have a lot of higher churn, people going over, and then you have to continually look for new affiliates because you've kind of burned bridges sometimes. So do be aware of that. And the thing is, if you're going to be helpful with them, you're going to build those relationships. Even if you're thinking it's a one-time thing, but maybe in the future we're going to want to work with you, let them know that. Give them those best practices kind of things, saying, hey, here's some things we're thinking about, and here's some other future projects we might have. That at least gives them the hint that we might work together again. That's going to be a lot more helpful than just doing a one-off kind of thing, because telling them it's a one-off kind of thing, some people are like, look, I'm not going to waste my time building a whole program off a one-off, okay? I want to build a relationship with you. I want to marry you and be with you forever, not a one-night stand. You put a lot of different effort into those two different things, all right? So these are some of the common mistakes that I've seen brands and businesses make when it comes to affiliate marketing. What are some of those mistakes you've seen brands make? Or maybe you're a brand and you made those mistakes. Or maybe you're an influencer and you saw things you didn't like that brands and businesses did with their affiliate programs. Let us know in the comments below, and I hope this helps you as a brand know what to do better. Bye from here in the Bahamas.